has to be brought to justice.
Well, before we go into that question, we're supposed to know what rape means. And when we are talking about rape means forcing to have intercourse, sexual intercourse with somebody. And when we are talking about this type of rape, there are many things that can call for it. It may be spiritually, or it may be satisfaction of sexual urge of the person that practices it. So when we are talking about rape, some people are using rape as a means of ritual to make money. Some are using rape to satisfy their urge, a sexual urge, just as I've said. Then it may be a curse on some people that makes them to practice such thing. So that's what I can say about that. We are talking about curse on somebody. Maybe somebody has already practiced it. The father, it may be a generational curse. Maybe the father has practiced it in the sense that maybe the man has raped a girl that is not his own daughter. And the person may curse that man that the person that did this thing to me, his own generation also will be deterred. So that is what I can say about that. The fault is for all. I can't pinpoint that the fault is on one person. It's general. When we talk about the fault comes first from the parents. The parents supposed to enlighten their children about sex. They're supposed to give them sexual education during their family altar. Anytime they are around their children. And many parents, at times, they don't allow their children to understand what part of the body means. When they enlighten their children about rape, I am very sure that things will be ringing in their brain that my mother has told me about this thing. During our own time, when we are having menstruation, immediately we tell our parent that I've seen blood, the blood has been coming out of me. The mother will say, immediately the blood is coming out, you should suppose not to move closer with a male child, a male person. You should not touch a man. If you touch a man, you will have pregnancy. So all these things, you will be fearful of it, but not like that now, especially when our time is a jet age. Technology has been going viral, and these children, they even know how to manage it more than we parents. So by this, we supposed to let them know, because many of the children, they are going to pornography films in the form in which the parent may not know what that person is doing. So by this, they supposed to train their children concerning it, especially sexual education. So it may be the fault of the parent that they refuse to let their children know something about that. Then about the government supposed to sensitize the society, and they must even ban any unnecessary dress, especially the dressing our female children they are having now, because many of them they have naked in the town, instead of the government to say that anybody they find practicing that, they may go to jail or they may sanction them. So there must be law that will guide all those things. And then many a times when they want to do marketing in the television, you will see that anybody that want to make their markets to be accepted in the society, the way and manner they will do things, so in which they supposed not to do such. So then they must put it into the curriculum in the school, especially starting from primary school to tertiary institution. So by that, the government will do its own. And also, when governments are punishing those people doing the acts of rape, by punishing them, I know the rapist will stop it. So also, I can say it may be a fault of a victim, in which some victim may might have been insulted somebody before. Maybe some boys came across her and they told her that they want to toast her. He will say, you and I, look at you. They may insult the person, and the person be saying, being the fact you insulted me, then I will do this thing to punish such person. But what of those people that are not up to that level? The 2 years, 3 months. So what are those things that can call that they may be raping all those small girls? It's carelessness of the mother. Then some mother, they may not put on pants for a female child. They will say, Baba, hold the child for me, or brother, hold the child for me. And if you see many young the children, they may be even playing around without putting on anything. In the old days, we can do such, not nowadays. So the victim, they cause it. So then the rapist, they may be a fault. Because of what? Some of them, they can't caution themselves. Anytime they see anything to arouse them, if they have the ability to resist, they will not fall into it. But some, they do not have the sense of accepting things that come around them. So the rapist also may watch the group they are following, and many of them, they are taking drugs. So by that, they can do all sorts of stupid things. To the rapist, the consequence is that if they refuse to change, they may find their Waterloo one day. And if they did not resist doing it, God can punish them. Then, I want to say that the consequence in the life of the victim, that person may be affected psychologically. Then, that person may be moody for life. Then that person may even, not to have sex when that person marry, or the person may say that he will not marry again. Then he will hate any man that come across her. That's what I think can happen to the victim. Then it may even affect the victim wisely. it might have destroyed the womb or the part of the body also, especially sexual parts of the body. So then it can even bring disease to the body or to the person, both the victim and the rapist. So the parents, just as I've said, they should educate their children. Then they should make sure they monitor their children. Then the rapists, they should come back to their senses. They should do away with hard drugs. Then the victim, they must know how to behave in the society, especially the way they dress. So they should cover all the necessary part of the body so that such thing, and they should not walk lonely in a private place, especially in the dark place or the corners. For everything that we have been saying from the beginning to the end, Jesus is number one, just as I've said. If you have Jesus Christ, if you are a born-again Christian, all those stupid things, you will not practice it. You will not go into hard drugs. You will not drink the alcoholic things. Then if you are a child of God, you will not dress nakedly. Then if you are a child of God, you will be in the church, you will be hearing many things in the church. So the only thing that I can say is that they should come to Jesus that can save, that can train, that can destroy and rebuild. He is the author and the finisher of our faith. Come unto me, all ye that are labor, that are with heavy laden, he will give us rest. So the rapist to come, there will be deliverance for such person. The victim that are called for it, they should come to Jesus. So also the parents, they should seek the wisdom of God, so that God can train them how to train their children. So the government also, they should allow things of God to manifest more than any other thing, especially in the school. So that is what I can say. They should desist from doing it. They should accept Jesus Christ as their savior. Then they should stop taking the hard drugs. Then they should fear God, because the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. When they have wisdom, they will not have the mentality of destroying another person's life and saying that they are satisfying their urge. So they should come back to their senses. So that is what I can say. And our female children, they should watch the way they are dressing. So dressing at time can cause it. Then they should have manners, because manner begins at home. If they have manner, they will not insult anybody coming to them to ask
for love
of love. So they should know how to answer the people around them. You are welcome.
It's nice having you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
You are highly blessed, ma.
You are blessed. Remain blessed. Thank you for extending the love towards us.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
You're welcome, ma. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Rapist has to be brought to justice without considering his or her status and be given a punishment that will serve as a lesson to others.
Rape. Ṣé wọ́n fi ṣe ẹ́ ni? Ṣé wọ́n fi ṣe ẹ́? Must you rape? That means you are out of your mind. Did you know what rape even means? Rape means rust and perish in eternity. Did you want to perish? Did you want to rust in eternity? Bro, brother, guy, alone rape. I know I shame you. Those who did it in the time past, They were destroyed. And you are still following the path of destruction. It's high time for you to back out though. If you don't want to be destroyed, if you don't want to perish in hellfire, repent now. Now, now, now. Tomorrow may be too late though. It may be too late. Now, repent.